You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
What is going on, gang? It is your dude, Chuck, locked away in this prison. Slowly, now I've got more light. I've got a better camera. Things are slowly coming together. Now I need good internet and a background, which will come, of course, when I get my own place. Right now, I'm in the basement, and it's good because I'm at least alone. But yeah, man, we're here, Triple T. We're going to be talking with an awesome creator, someone I always love talking to. Actually, I think he's been on the show more than anyone else. Wendy, has anybody else been on as much as Henri Campan?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's. I think this is his third one.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think he did the last War Lion. He did the last War Lion. He did Marks, and now we're here for War Lion 2.
Yeah.
Are you excited for that book? Did you read the first one?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, you know what?
It's been a while, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna chat more, but why don't we sit down and hang out with our guest? Oh,
Sounds like a good idea.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Chuck!
Guys, what's up, mofo? How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me here. I'm such short notice. I always feel like I have to fight through a huge crowd of creators, just beating them over the head with like a big bat that's like wrapped in wire like Negan and just smashing through people's heads just to be on T3 with you, man.
And folks, that's why he's a writer.
I'm insulted. I am not a Hugo Strange wannabe. I'm a wannabe Kingpin. That's a wannabe Kingpin right here. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm excited I love every time you and I hang out. We always have a good time. And of course, we have a really good crowd. I'm seeing Lyle make 2, Steve Vendetta, I believe Phil Ailing's in the house. It's another great group. And there has been an unprecedented number of celebrity deaths lately. And Wendy and I always love to take questions based on these celebrity deaths. So there's a lot of celebrity questions today.
That's great. That's awesome. And the fact that you're getting such big guests means that I literally going to have to fight that much harder to get
there you go.
Chance to your show.
You got it, man. You got it. No, okay. So we're doing War Lion 2.
Yes.
Chuck Henri. Yeah, I feel that.
Hey, he's my lawyer, and he knows exactly what he's saying. So if my attorney who's watching the show is saying that, it's true. Attorneys
love it.
only speak facts. That's it. They don't lie. They don't construe information. What's up, Kenrick? We got Kenrick in the house.
Dude, Kenrick, good to see you, man. You know what, guys? This show is not for crybabies.
Yes, no, it's not. But Kenrick's voice is made for radio, man, and broadcast.
100%. Yeah.
He was reading last night.
We're going to be having him on the show soon.
That's awesome. Yeah. And his book sounds really interesting. It tied so well to without giving away any spoilers, like something we've done with War Lion and the whole stillborn baby thing and everything. So I think it's really cool, and I like what he's doing with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got War Lion 2 happening, and why don't you give everybody a real quick summation of what War Lion is like and what they can get excited about.
Okay, here's what you can get excited about. Give me your freaking money and get this freaking awesome book, because you guys are going to like it's going to knock your socks off, and it's going to knock you out, and it's going to make you want more. It's going to leave you, begging for more, but it's going to be the ultimate emotional gut punch. This is the issue that we've been working on since the beginning. Like, we've been trying to get to this point since the beginning of the series. And Chuck was actually telling me, he goes, "You sure we want to do the major twist here?" And I'm like, "Yes, we must do it." And he was like, "I think it would be better if we did in issue 3. And I was like, "No, it has to be done here." But when we went back together and we built the outline, we came to an agreement on it. So Warline, the concept is about an old vigilante and his daughter going after the Tyrant to destroy their lives and now controls their city. And you can compare it to any kind of revenge story you want. But after this issue, it will be unlike any revenge story you have ever read. And I promise you guys, this is a book that's going to be talked about for a long time. And both Chuck and I have worked really hard to bring this book out to you guys. And we have an excellent artist, Dexter Wee, who came on to do the first and now the second issue. And we're halfway done with the third issue now. So we'll have the third issue out next year. We are full steam ahead on this, and we got some amazing incentives for everybody who backs our campaign right now. And I'm thrilled, Chuck. We have 57 backers. We are at almost $1,700 on day 2. So we're at like 35% of what our funding goal is. We have artists like Chris Mad, Stan Yak, and Kanan White. They've all provided variants, and they did variant incentives for the first issue too. So you can actually bundle it up together, or you can mix and match, or you can still get in on our early bird. We only have 15 slots available for our early bird, and now we're down to just 6 slots left for our early bird, which I'm just going to keep up for the rest of the campaign. But basically, the early bird will get you all 4 variants of Warline 2. And then we have a small selection left of the Noir edition, which features a cover by Fabrice Sapolsky, who is the co-creator of Spider-Man Noir. He gave us this really cool variant cover, and we decided to do a black and white version of Warline 2. And I'm telling you guys, you're going to really love this. And Chuck worked really hard on this book, and it's just an honor to be here with him. I don't think any of these projects would be moving forward right now if it wasn't for Chuck helping me out of a pretty dark place I was in a couple of years ago. So it's a real pleasure working with the guy.
I mean, thank you so much. But honestly, dude, this book is so damn good, and it's because everyone who has worked on it has put so much into it. One thing I was going to say, you were talking about the covers, and guys, actually take a look at these covers, because the crazy thing is that I almost feel like anytime you look at a Kickstarter, especially when they have 4 more covers, you go, yeah, that one is crap. Like that, I would never, I don't want that one or whatever, but it's like you set up a competition to see who could do the best cover, because every single one of those covers are ridiculous.
Absolutely. I mean, even the main A cover is just totally badass. I love the concept, and this one was done by Dexter Wee. So that's the A cover. And if you just want to jump in and you've never read Warline before, you can get issues 1 and 2 signed and shipped to your door at just $20. And that's some of the interior art for issue 2. And I mean, there's a whole sequence in this book that's going to get you turning the page or turning the book up sideways, upside down. You're going to be reading it backwards. It's insane. And then when you see that twist, that's what's going to change everything.
So if you want to head back up real quick to the other covers, just a little bit further. So okay, so we got no, you were good. Go back down to Chris. Yeah, we got that. Go down to Chris Mad first.
Yeah, this is the Chris Mad one. I am so freaking happy with.
Yeah.
Just go down a little bit more, JD. A little bit more. Right
there's it. That's it. That's my boy Chris Mad. That is ridiculous.
That is our boy Chris Mad. And you know what was awesome about this, Chuck, was I talked to him at C2E2 about this on Sunday, and I'm like, he's like, all right, you want to do another tribute cover or something? I'm like, no, dude. This time I want you to do your thing. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to send you a PDF of this, and you all whatever the hell you want with this. And this is what he gave us. I mean, it's just such a badass cover. And he colored it too. He did everything on here. Start to finish.
So, Wendy, I know that you're a big Chris Mad fan. What do you think of this cover? She's got to like wait to turn on her speaker, probably.
She's so blown away she can't even say anything.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess she's not going to come on. That's all right.
Yeah.
Next one down. Next cover down is that's the Kanan White again. Like Mr. Big Leagues knocks it out of the freaking park.
Yeah, and teams up again with our Eastern Shin colorist, and they just did such a phenomenal job. Yeah, and the thing was, we printed up 200 of these. The reason why we only have so many, we only have 15 slots available for the early bird is because I'm down the last 25 copies of this book. This book has just sold out at so many cons, and I purposely set aside just a few left for this campaign. And I don't want to overprint variants because they cost a lot more to produce. Each copy is the unit cost is much higher. So once these sell out, they're gone. I'm not reprinting this. This is it.
Yeah. And then, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Staniak knocked this out of the park. We got Robert Nugent. Yes, Stefan's wonderful. He's just such a great guy. I adore him, and I have so much respect for him. Like, he's done so much stuff, and I picked up his new book. I forgot the title. It's a long title, but I'm really looking forward to reading it. It's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Hang on just a second. I'll get the title out because I want you guys to know about this.
This is just ahead. Like, it should be one of the least interesting, but it's so badass and sinewy and just and also just there's that little clue of, dude, is there humanity under that thing? Like, what the hell? I love everything about this.
I totally do too. It's such a brutal cover. And it ties into the book too. So it's like when Stan and I talked, Stan did that cover like real fast for me. I literally talked to him about it a couple weeks ago, and he was just like, within a week, I had this cover. So Robert Nugent, who's now the current Spawn colorist, he's the one who did this cover for us. Literally knocked it out in a day. And again, we gave these guys the references. Robert put us in touch with Ken, who is our current colorist on Warlion, and so we got a great team here. And this Staniak cover, I just want to see this like blown up and as like a print. You know what I mean? It's just such a badass, like cover.
Oh yeah,
it's yeah.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
No, cancel. What am I getting canceled for? I didn't do anything.
I think you said ass.
What's up?
You said ass. Think there's one. Oh yeah, there is one more cover.
There was the Fabrice cover. So we had the Fabrice cover there.
Which I really like that cover because it looks like what Warlion might look like if it were animated.
I agree.
Like if there was like a Saturday morning cartoon, like maybe like a less violent version, I think that's what it would look like.
Well, the thing I like about this cover is how well it ties into the actual story, the concept behind it. So again, it was one of those things. One of the things I learned from you, Chuck, is to really give the artists freedom to, really to do their best work without micromanaging them and saying, hey, this has to be a certain way and all this stuff. But our noir cover, we did 150 of those. We're down to 25. Again, I purposely set 25 aside, and I said, we're just saving those for the Kickstarter. So if you got to jump on. Thank you so much. Meow. David Morris is Meow. And
David Moore.
Back Kickstarter, don't support indie. So this is an inside joke I got to address. So last week I was selling graphic novels on my show, and I had a little bit of a Freudian slip, so I was showing off like some independent graphic novels I had, and people, were I was like, all right, guys, it's just I had a lot of people asking me like, hey, you got old Marvel and DC trades, and I got them, but I also had some cool indie stuff, and I wanted to show the indie stuff, so I'm showing off the indie stuff first, and then I'm like, all right, guys, I'll bring out the good stuff in a second, and I didn't mean to downplay the indie stuff, but it's now become that I'm like anti-indie, which I'm not. I'm not anti-indie.
I mean,
I'm anti-inflation.
That would kind of be like if you were anti-Semitic. Like, you are indie, you can't be anti-indie.
Anti-Jewish. People can't be anti-Semitic.
So you've been telling, and we said it a lot behind the scenes, but you've been saying it now, and I believe it actually says it on the Kickstarter. This is the Empire Strikes Back of the Warlion universe. Can you tell us a little bit about what that means? Like, can you kind of tease our audience? Like, what are you saying?
So the basic premise of our book, it's not going to be the same after this issue. It's just not. It's going to be. We're now taking this base premise of, hey, this is a revenge story, and taking it to a whole new level. Where I'm just giving Henry a hard time. No sports and champions is better more than Henry. He has introduced me to Thank you. I know that, David Moore. I just wanted to address it to everybody. So like, Henry hates Indy and was quoted saying. No, but the Warline story is just not going to be the same anymore after this issue. It thought that we had one direction where its next issue is just a bunch of fight scenes and that's it. I mean, you're going to be disappointed. This is a book that's going to change everything in the story. Whatever Warline will be completely different after issue 2. Just like how everything changed in The Empire Strikes Back once we found out that the big twist in that, which I'm not going to spoil for anyone who hasn't seen Empire Strikes Back. But for anybody still,
a movie that came out like 50 years ago almost.
Oh my God, 50 years ago? Shut up. Is it 50 years ago?
Almost, yeah, because it came out like 2 years before I was born, and I'm 45, so.
Oh my God, we're getting old, man. This sucks.
Yeah,
get old. 47
I'm not a fan of it, I'll be honest.
Man, I'm not a fan of it either, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. Empire came out in 80. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was thinking of A New Hope, but yeah, you're right. Empire came out in the 80s, so it's a year younger than me.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely crazy. We're getting old, man. This sucks,
dude. I feel you, but you know what? That's okay, because no matter how old we get, we're still putting out awesome stuff, and Warlion is absolutely in that list. What I love is like you can tell like every piece of the book, and I'm not just talking about my own part in it, though. I mean, certainly it's a passion project for me, but you can tell that everybody who worked on it cared about it. Like, there's so much hard work put into that book, so many layers, art-wise, lettering, absolutely everything.
Absolutely, and not only that, there's bigger news coming out with Warline too. We actually just signed with a publishing company. They're going to be putting out a special edition of it later this year. I can't talk about it yet, but we got.
Just so everyone's aware, this is news to me. Like, if I look shocked,
I didn't tell you. Oh my God, I didn't tell you.
This mofo never told me. I have not heard this yet. So just so you guys are aware, I'm going to be calling him after the show and saying, WTF.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool because it's a publisher everybody knows, and don't give your hopes up, but it's an opportunity for us to get into comic Warline and more comics, which is great, and that's already a hard enough challenge with independent books too. So as David
Yeah.
Moore said, I am definitely a champion for independent books because it's really hard out there, especially for comic shops. I'm not going to knock them or anything like that, but it's hard for them to sell indie, and so we all need to help each other. We all need to push each other's stuff. It's how it works.
Yeah, absolutely. No, dude, that's awesome. Obviously I'm not like, oh, is it Image or something dumb like that? But like, no, I'm sure wherever the book goes.
I'll let everybody know it's not Image, but it is the publisher that people know. So that's the thing. So if you're in the comics world, you know this publisher. So that's all I can say right now. Yeah.
I am very excited for that short phone call tonight.
Yeah. I'll definitely tell you.
Awesome.
But it's a step in the right direction. Plus, we got nominated for a Heroic Award with Warline. We almost won that People's Choice Award. We were in the Final Four. We lost to the Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies.
If we were going to lose to someone, that's who I wanted to lose to. I'll be honest.
I agree with you. But regardless, like the fact that we made it to the Final Four and there were like 60 titles or something like that.
Yeah, 64, I think actually.
Yeah, it's a lot of competition over there and some really great books. So the fact we got as far as we did, I can't complain. I'm really happy. And we're going from here.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that usually when I'm on here, I have to be like, I'll be like telling everyone watching, hey man, you got to go to Kickstarter, you got to check this book out. But I don't really have to do that. Your fans, like we got David Moore in here, and we have a bunch of people just going, no, you got to check this book out. Like I almost feel bad because I feel like probably most of the people here have picked it up, but if you haven't, check it out. It really is an amazing series. Like I've been on lots of books that I didn't enjoy, and those are paycheck books, and it happens to absolutely everyone. I'm sure even Henri has been on a paycheck book, but this was not a paycheck book, and the paycheck was wonderful, but this was never about the paycheck to me. Never. It's always been a book that I was super excited about. I love the nuanced layers. I loved the big twist that we're hammering in this issue. And I mean, this issue it's a big one, man. This is huge. So yeah, man, I think that you've been slow to come out with books sometimes, and this is coming from Mr. Tortoise. So it's definitely not an attack, but every book that comes out is freaking strong.
Yeah, well, good things take time. That's always been my approach. Not only that, it's like when I'm handling every other thing outside of just making the book. My job isn't to create comics. My job is to go out and sell comics. So like the creation of the comics is the luxury, and that's where I have to put in. That's where I need to have the focus. And if you guys think we're done with the punches on issue 2, issue 3 is going to be one of those emotional,
yes.
I mean, Chuck knows it's only going to get the stakes only go up higher. And that's the thing with storytelling is you can't just ramp things up and then, just go out, you gotta keep things moving. And when you're doing it independent and you're doing it yourself, you have the freedom, you have the time, and you have the ability to make it right. So if something's not working, you can take that time to really think it through and make it work. You don't have to rush out, and you should rush out. You're only going to suffer in the end. I spend too much time pushing this stuff to not be passionate about the books that we put out there, and they're not for everyone, but the people that do pick them up tend to enjoy them because they see the effort, and no one is going to say that we half-assed our way through a comic ever. So if you want to cancel me on that, JD, you can cancel me. I'll take it. I dropped that.
I'm sure it's coming. So, we've talked a lot about Warlion, and I love the character, but I don't get to ask fun questions a lot because usually we're just pushing. So one thing I wanted to ask is, if you had to dip outside of the Warlion universe, anywhere across indie books, any comics, any whatever you want, who do you think would be a great mainstream villain or great villain that you would love to be able to pit Warlion up against?
That's a
Or
good
Warlion and
question.
Kia?
Oh man, that is such a
Yeah, we've never
freaking
talked
good.
about this. Like, this isn't, I didn't set him up for this amazing answer. This is out of nowhere. Almost like if somebody else had been like, we're getting published, and then didn't tell me.
Sorry. That was my
No,
bad.
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy for you, man. I'm happy for us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think what would be really cool, a really great matchup for Warlion. I need to think about this for just a second here because there are some really great, villains out there. But let's just look at the character himself. Like, he's not a superhero; he's a revolutionary. And part of the reason why I became Warlion was to stand up to tyranny. So whoever he goes up against has to be like the most tyrannical son of a bitch out there. And I honestly think it would be cool to see Warline go up against Palpatine. That would be badass.
Oh, wow.
Just
Okay.
straight for the jugular. And after issue 2, you'll see that it's actually kind of possible. I mean, I personally think take on Palpatine.
So my head, it's funny, my head went to a Doctor Doom or a Red Skull kind of figure.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I was like, I think that's too. They're too.
They're on the network.
Yeah, he wants the guys who really are just, who live off of power. Like he's the anti-establishment dude.
Yeah.
Henry would write Chip Zdarsky as the villain. No, Chip Zdarsky. I can't. I would probably get a restraining order from Chip Zdarsky, but I'd probably get his order on the restraining order. Did I tell you this story?
No.
I kind of like. Well, here's the thing about Wendy asks, what about Magneto? I don't think so. I don't see Magneto as a villain. I think he's the most misunderstood character in comics, because he's been oppressed this whole time. Now his ends don't always justify his means. So I don't think he's a good guy, but I don't think he's like an all-out bad guy that wants to hurt people. He just wants to protect mutants. He cares about mutants more than he just doesn't see. He treats humans the way humans treat him. So can you really blame the guy?
Yeah.
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 So there.
No.
That's where I'm at with it.
I know that, like, if Wendy were here, she'd be like giving me the wrap it up sign, and I don't want to because I love hanging out with you. But
Me too.
I guess what we got to go to, because obviously everybody go check out Warlion 2 on Kickstarter right now. I'm sure that the link is in the chat right now. So please, everybody, go check it out. Pick up your copies. I mean, it's an awesome book. If you trust me, I'm telling you, it's amazing. If I wasn't on the book, I would buy the book. Like, absolutely. I love the heck out of it. So yeah, I'd be in. What kind of a prize can today's winner expect?
You know what I think we're going to do, Chuck? I'm going to give the person who wins trivia tonight a PDF of all of Mark's entire Mark's book. So Mark's A Tale of Survival, which is the story of my grandfather's life. It's a 144-page graphic novel. You win the trivia tonight on T3, and that PDF is waiting for you. And I think it's going to be great because I'll get out the winner right away. It's going to just be really easy. And if they have any problems receiving the PDF, they can come right to me. We need to put that up on our Kickstarter as an add-on right now, but it's normally a $15 value. So yeah.
Okay, awesome, guys. So there we go. You're playing for a 140-page graphic novel. It's going to be absolutely awesome. You're going to love it. So yeah, let's do this. Henri, dude, thank you so much for coming in last second. I really appreciate it.
I love you, buddy. Thank you so much for having me.
I love you, Henri.
You're the man. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, dude. Guys, we're going to see you with awesome trivia and that wicked prize right after these messages.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it.
Ask your local comic shop to add Battle Quest comics to your pull list today. Whoa. Whoa. Did you miss it? Yeah, they can go by pretty fast. Let's slow down the footage.
Welcome. It's time to skim some comics. Miles Morales Spider-Man, I will just tell you that Miles is very important in his role as a vampire. So
It's fine. If you like Hercules, read it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's fine.
The art is still stunning. There's a panel, little spoiler, there's a panel in this where Chitauri first hits Lion-O, and he is the best "did she really just hit me" face I've ever seen put in a comic book.
Wow, live reviews of new comic books so you can be ready for New Comic Book Day. What is this? Oh, I see. It's Minute to Skim It. Part of the experience.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
On everybody, and our awesome behind the scenes extra producer and extra co-host is my favorite lady, Wendy Gale. How you doing, Wendy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, no, genuinely feeling good. So yeah, I'm excited for a freaking great show today too.
Yeah, well, I missed most of the interview, unfortunately.
Yeah, what happened?
Mom sat down next to me and started talking. I had to mute myself, and I had to mute the show. And
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been doing this for a bit. She didn't even know that we were in the middle of a live show.
Oh, no, she knew.
Oh, okay. Well,
she.
Way to go, Mom.
What do you want? She's gonna be 80 next week. So.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Well, all right. Well, still, I mean, you and I worked on the trivia today, and I think we got a lot of great trivia, and we got that great prize. How do you feel about asking some questions and see who wins?
I feel good about it. I'm ready to start.
Let's do it. Let's move on to question number one, everybody.
All right, number one. Shelley Duvall had two very different movies come out in 1980. What were they?
Did you know, Wendy, that these two movies came out in the same year?
I had heard it before and I had forgotten. As soon as I saw you asked that, you put that question up there with the answers. I was like, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys get one, we'll try to help you. Holy crap. Well, somebody knows what's up. Looks like we got our 3-pointer and our 2-pointer. For everybody who is watching, just a reminder of the rules real quick. 3 points for the first person to buzz in with the right one. 2 points for the second. Everybody else gets a point. Person with the most points at the end wins. The only thing we ask is please don't Google, but because we'll give you a clue. So yeah. But there we are. So yeah, it was Popeye and The Shining, like 2 movies that could not be any more different.
Yeah. Another little interesting fact about Shelley Duvall is that she actually retired and lived in a little tiny town, only about 30 minutes away from me.
Blanco, yeah, that was, and I had a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I lived right by her. She's great." I was like, "Dang."
Yeah, they used to see her come into I helped out at the Dollar General out there a couple times, and they said that she used to come in there every once in a while. I never saw her when I was there, but that's just
isn't that funny though to imagine Shelley Duvall at a Dollar General?
I know. Yeah,
I love it.
She's really nice.
Oh, I have no doubt. She seemed really cool.
Yeah.
No, that was a sad one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Do we have a question number 2?
We do. Number 2. What Sweatin' to the Oldies founder guest starred in the most viewed Whose Line Is It Anyway episode on YouTube?
I'm surprised that he's the most viewed because I loved what is it? I loved Robin Williams.
Yeah.
His episode was huge, so I would have thought it was that one, but yeah, I mean, this person did great. I haven't said the name.
Yeah. Oh, it was freaking hilarious.
All right, so Vendetta jumped in and Phil right behind him. Everybody else, make sure to answer. That way you get your point at least. The exercise guy. Just say 1970, make 2. I love Shelley Duvall could play the ghoul in Edvard Munch's The Scream. That's good. Slim Goodbody. Yeah, okay, cool. So we got our 3 and 2.
Yes, we do.
Our pointers? Excellent. I don't want to zip through them too fast, but I guess let's move on to question 3.
Sorry,
I'm sure we'll get some Gene's brother. Sure, we'll get some stumpings.
All right, number 3. Which Beverly Hills 90210 star got their start on Little House on the Prairie?
This one might be a little bit harder, but if you know us, you know the answer. Is that a fair statement, Wendy?
Yeah. And I've forgotten this. I did know this, but I forgot it until you asked the question. I was like, oh, that's right.
I don't know 100% if I'd known it or not. All right, well,
we got our points.
We're going to say, yeah, Phil said it was a typo, and I agree. I believe him, so yeah. It was definitely Sharon Doherty. Yeah, I know. Dude, well, I mean, JD, you know how we do it? Like, we like to kind of give some love to somebody who passed away and give them an interesting trivia. We didn't expect there to be, I mean, this isn't even the last in memoriam question. Trust me, we still got more coming. But and there's people that we didn't mention because we didn't know anything about them.
Exactly.
But yeah, no,
we could have filled the entire trivia to this week with questions about people who died.
It's like, I mean, can you imagine if we had been doing it when Michael Jackson died? Because that week after he passed, there was like a million. Like, dude, I honestly thought it was like just people taking out celebrities.
Well, on the same day he died, and Farrah Fawcett died.
Yeah, and there was another person, very lesser known. I can't even remember who it was. But yeah, And I mean, to dwarf Farrah Fawcett, like that's nuts. So yeah.
Yeah. I know. I have to tell everybody when we were doing the trivia tonight. So me and Charlie, because Chuck, sorry, because we're, not in the same house anymore. We do our trivia over Google Docs. So we're doing it with each other at the same time. And after we did those first 3 questions, I typed in, "I see dead people."
Yeah.
The first 2 questions all about dead people.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. As soon as you said that, I'm like, okay, fine. We'll space the other ones out a little bit.
Okay, but then you typed this question. Question number 4. How many American presidents have died in office?
I had death on the brain.
I guess so. Well, I mean, and amidst all those deaths, there was the attempt on Trump. So,
well, and that was kind of a nod to that, right?
mm-hmm.
Without trying to be crass or anything. Hey, Kenneth Bird.
All right, so
we got
everybody's numbers are too low.
Yeah, just so you guys are aware, 4 presidents have been assassinated, right?
I don't know. It's 3 or 4, and then
it's
there's
4.
several that. Okay, and then several that died from illnesses.
Yes, yeah. So like JFK, the ones that were assassinated, JFK, McKinley, Lincoln, and there was one more. I know someone's probably going to say it too.
Everybody's going around the number. Oh, okay, we finally got one.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did. Ooh, from a source we don't usually get that from. Okay. Jack got stuck in that bathtub. Not 10, not 6. A little bit lower from the 10, a little bit higher from the 6. Nope, lower. Yeah, higher than 6. I'm gonna go higher, lower, cold and hot. There we go. Make 2. It was 8. So Kenneth Bird gets the 3 points. Make 2 gets the 2. It was 8. 8 presidents have died in office. I looked it up. Canadian prime ministers, 2. No assassinations, which kind of makes sense. All right.
One more quick question. We got to take a break.
Let's do it.
All right. So number 5, which brothers are rumored to be in talks to return to the MCU to direct the next 2 Avengers movies?
At first, I was like, ooh, the Wachowskis, but they're sisters now, so not them. They were the ones who did the Matrix movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, I knew this would be a pretty easy one. I just thought it was interesting. I was excited.
Yeah, because they did such a good job. They did like 3 movies, right, for the MCU so far?
No, I think they only did the 2. They did Infinity War and Endgame.
Oh, Wendy, I believe you might have to look back because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna banana hammock you here, and she knows what this is. But I believe that they also did Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Louis said Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got to take a break, and we'll come back with some more trivia.
Couldn't have said it better. Right after this.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com.
Something is speaking to you. Just at the edge of your perception. Your senses fill with visions of vortices. 360 Comics. slowly drawing you to one thundering epiphany.
360 Comics!
360 Comics!
The universe is telling you to shop with 360 Comics. Joe's got amazing stock from high dollar to $5 books from Silver Age to modern, CGC, variant covers, and more. 360 Comics every Wednesday at 9 Eastern, part of the experience. You love comic books. You collect comic books. But even if you own a rare, expensive issue, it's still a copy. How would you like to own a piece of comic book history? The actual art pages the comics were made from? Oh no, you say. That's too expensive. Regular people can't afford that stuff. Can they? Nick Ferrucci says yes. Join the founder of Dynamite Entertainment for the original art experience on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. Incredible art at almost unbelievable prices. Does he have some high dollar pieces for the high rollers? Sure, but Nick always makes sure to find amazing pieces priced for the fledgling collector. You can collect original comic art. The original art experience. Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Part of the experience.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Man, I love our comment section. Oh, it's hilarious. What is it?
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
Steve, that's how Trump avoided being shot. Well, not avoided being shot, but avoided being killed on Saturday.
Right? Well, and even funnier is Jean Chrétien also, his house was broken into, like the presidential house or prime ministerial house, 24 Sussex Drive. Someone just broke into it. And I'm like, how the hell is someone just able to get in there? It was so Canadian. It was funny. Do we have a question 6?
We do. Number 6.
Let's do
What
it.
What popular singer just announced she's taking at least a 5-year hiatus from music?
You know what's funny is while you were away, I actually asked a question about somebody else who is taking a hiatus. And so when you started doing that, I was like, are you like taking my question? But no, this is someone else. I hadn't heard this at all.
Yeah, the announcement was just made, I think the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Radio Gaga. No, it's not Lady Gaga.
Not Lady Gaga, no. I love this woman's voice.
No, Cyndi
Not
Lauper is
J-Lo.
actually retiring.
I wish it was J-Lo.
Yeah. Cyndi Lauper's actually doing her last tour right now. Supposedly she's retiring afterwards.
Yeah. But it's not Cyndi Lauper.
No.
So she came out in what, like 2008 or 10, I think?
Somewhere around in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop singer with almost a
soulful
I would
sound.
say almost a gospel type voice.
Yeah.
Like she can sing gospel for sure.
Like,
I don't know
like
if I've ever
Celine
heard her
Dion
do
is
it,
way
but-
too old, but
Yeah.
like, she's been around way too long. But someone like sound-wise, someone like that. This singer only has one name, if that helps. Not Selena Gomez. This singer only has one name.
Yeah.
And I believe she has a song called Hello. Am I
Yep.
right? Was it Hello?
There we go. Yes.
Okay.
You have a correct
Not
answer.
Miley Cyrus. Again, I wouldn't mind if it was Miley, though Miley is talented.
There we go.
There we go. Meg 2 comes in with the 2 points. That's right, guys. It is Adele. That's sad.
Yeah.
I like her as a personality, too. All right.
She said she needed a break, and she doesn't know if she's going to return.
I get that. How about question 7?
Yeah, hold on one sec. I got to make a correction on the points here.
Oh yeah, Phil got the 2. That's right.
Yeah, Phil's answer didn't show up for me right away, so let me change that real quick. Okay, got it.
My fault.
Thank you, JD. Okay, number 7. Most lions live in Africa. Which country is the only other home to wild lions?
I liked this one. I thought, and the number of lions that live in this country, only 650.
Wow.
Yeah.
That says something about the lion population.
Right? Not North America. And we do have a 3 and a 2.
Yes.
So Meg 2 got the 3 and Phil got the 2.
Yes.
It is, in fact, India. I thought maybe the fact that they have Bengal tigers might give that away a little bit, but I was like, whatever. There's not a lot of lion trivia that I think people could, figure out. So this was a good one.
Yeah.
Question 8?
Okay. Yeah, number 8, yes.
Okay.
What is the strict moral code of the samurai called?
I like a good samurai story. I don't know how I would even give a clue. I'm thinking about this now. I don't even know how I would give a clue. You would almost just have to tell them what letter it started with.
Yeah. Well, and I'm pretty sure there's been some books with the title, comics and
not
whatnot.
Shogun. Shogun, I believe, was actually a position, like not like a sexual position, but like I am a shogun. You know what I mean, like a leader of some sort. But
We
is
do have
Bushido.
Yes. Gonna say we have our answers.
Yep. I believe
It was like
Lewis got the 3 and Steve got the 2.
Actually, let's see. Yes,
Okay.
that is correct.
Who's Samurai? Oh, that's terrible. Oh, how do you still have a job, JD? Question 9.
Number 9. Netflix is the most used streaming service with approximately how many million subscribers as of May 2024?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's in the hundreds of millions. So how many 100 million subscribers does Netflix have?
621 million. I didn't look at I never saw the answer.
Oh, okay. No, that's high. No, hundreds of millions people.
340 million?
Well, that's closer than the 6 whatever you said.
Okay.
So we got some close answers. Not quite there yet.
216 million.
Nope.
All right. Well, then I'll just let them answer.
Just an actual 100 number. Multiple.
Oh, okay.
hundreds.
We got 200, 250. Is it 400 million? I said I wouldn't guess. Billions and billions.
All right, we got an answer. We got a correct answer.
Oh, good.
We need a 2-pointer.
Was it the 300? She's not saying anything, guys.
Yeah.
I might be right. Just saying. Billions. Did anybody put it down yet?
No.
Is it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did Make Two get the 3
There we
points?
go. Okay, we got it. Yes,
And
Make Two
Mr.
got the
Vendetta.
3, and yes, it is 300
think-
million. It's actually just under 300 million, but I just did the closest, approximation.
Okay, well,
200.
sadly, we don't want to go long.
70 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't want to go long because the last thing I would want to do is take over somebody else's time slot. That's just a dick move. So Wendy, if you want to real quick find out who our winner is, I will tell everyone that today's winner is going to win the 140-page digital comic Marks done by my dude, our dude, Henri Compan. I think you guys are going to dig the heck out of all of it. Please make sure to go to Kickstarter, check out War Lion 2. I know you guys will love that series. It's absolutely amazing. Wendell, do we have a winner?
1 second.
Oh, she's still counting. She's doing the old bean counting.
Wow. Okay, so only 2 points separated first from third place.
Jeez.
And the winner tonight is Steve Vendetta.
Woo! Steve
by
Vendetta,
1 point.
you are the winner by 1 point. Congratulations. That's so freaking awesome. Guys, right after this, we've got Comics 360. Thank you to JD, our producer. Thank you to Henri for coming out, talking all about War Lion 2 today. Thank you to my beautiful, amazing, witty, and fun host, Wendy Gale. And I am Chuck. I give a fuck. We'll see you next week on the EXP.
Night, everyone.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel,
That'd be really great. Thanks.